Hey guys, so today I'm drawing a little illustration inspired by the recent Marvel panel with all the big Marvel Cinematic Universe announcements, all their films announced till the heat death of the universe. It's fun, isn't it, to see what age you'll be when you finally see Thor 4 in all its glory. So this illustration is inspired by some of the cooler, neater stuff, some of the things that piqued my interest from that panel and the films coming up. We've got a Blade down there, our new Blade. Shang-Chi will be coming up shortly. He's also in the illustration. And of course, Natalie Portman's returning Jane Foster now picking up the hammer. I don't know if she'll have the hammer because it's kind of destroyed, but the new Thor, one of the new Thors, I don't know how they're going to play it. I am also excited for the Eternals, but there's quite a lot of them, and I don't know how they're going to look at all. I'm not familiar with their characters at all, so putting them in the illustration for those two reasons would have been a bit of a headache for me, so I just stuck with simple's better. Now obviously these are very comic book inspired looks for all these people. I wanted to do something quickly just to show my enthusiasm, so I didn't really put a lot of time into thinking, what are these characters going to look like specifically in the MCU? I looked at the comics and cartoons I'd seen Blade in the previous Blade films and the comics for Mighty Thor, and based the costumes of that, and then just try to do a little bit of actor likeness in the faces, but again not going too overboard with that. I didn't do hours of research, so I apologise that these aren't heavily MCU flavoured, and are most probably not how the characters are going to end up looking. But yeah, Phase 4's looking interesting, isn't it? There's obviously a big focus on the TV shows and them having an important place in the larger story, which is an interesting move. I'm a bit worried that nefariously the Marvel content there's going to be so much of it, it's going to monopolize everyone's time. They're not going to have time to it's recommend to a friend, I've watched this great drama film or this great Netflix series, you should check it out. Most people I know would rather spend their time watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier than a sort of oddball Netflix series. Yes, Phase 4. It's interesting because it had been indicated that we were going a bit more cosmic, we were going into space, but this one seems very magical. It seems very fantastical and magical, and maybe even leaning into sort of occult territory and sort of eldritch horrors. Certainly the vibe they've been describing Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness. But between that and Shang-Chi seems quite mystical, and Thor is obviously a bit of a blend of magic and space, but still got that magic, and Eternals is the spaciest it looks to be getting, but even then the tone feels almost magical in a kind of reverent way, but we'll have to see. And a Blade is not in Phase 4, but still, as part of this announcement, vampires, magic, we seem to be going heading in more in that space. Maybe Phase 4 is kind of a magic phase, and then 5 will kind of launch into space. That'd be quite interesting going forward if they themed the phases a bit more in terms of what heroes, what characters they put into them, and that would be an interesting move. I do want to quickly add that this is an age-old discourse, but I've been seeing a lot of to use reference, to not use reference, and I think it's great to use reference, and you must use reference in order to get things right and grow as an artist, but using reference is completely different to copying. So like Blade's leather jacket, I googled leather jacket and looked at the way the light worked on the leather jacket and then transferred that to this one. So even the cut is different, it's a different leather jacket, and it's my own pose that I've invented, but I looked up how leather jackets work, and the same for Thor's armor in the back there. So anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I'm really proud of this illustration. I'm really pleased with how it turned out. I hope you like it too. Let me know what you're excited for with the future of the Marvel movies down in the comments, or you can suggest illustrations to do things for me to draw. That'd be neat. Yeah, subscribe if you had fun, and peace out, hot dogs.